Hello again guys, Kelly here again from tanktime.co.uk. Just a quick look at me upstairs tanks. You can see not too much has changed unless you're looking at that massive plant what's grown in no time. I think I did a video a week or two ago and I showed you a couple of little stalks coming out of a bulb. I'm just going to come around here. Well, as you can see now, that's what I showed you a couple of weeks ago. And it was a bulb that I thought wasn't going to make it, and now look at it, got all that. It's monstrous, it's just gone mental. So a bit of a side shot. There's my Siamese algae here. Oh, he's having a go, having an eat up that. A general knockabout. But yeah, there's the tank from that angle. It's not too busy at this side. All the tetras and shrimp live at the other side. There's just a cory and all swirl around. My Ancistrus lives sort of in there. It's a bit cavey inside that wood. There's like a cutout. He lives in there. He comes out for his food and to swallow out. But yeah, that's grown like crazy. I'll try and put its name into the comments into the description. Use your words. So, what we've got going on? The main thing, what I've seen just as I've come upstairs, there's a bit of a shrimp gathering there. Get out of the way. Yeah, there's another one sort of in there. Shrimp messing about. And just loads of them messing about down there. I don't know what they're all doing, just having a bit of a meeting. A couple of Traliniax cories down there, sat under the wood. A couple more down there, swelling on by. There's a big fat cory on the leaf. Don't know where the other one is. Should be 3 of them. They'll find him, they'll be knocking about. Yeah, shrimp meat. They're all there. They've all just molted, or they seem to disappear. I assume it's for a molting, as they're all back. Actually, all of them as well. There's 10 of them in there. Hey, fella. But yeah, not too much to report. It's just going nicely. Well, I say that I've just had to replace my regulator for my CO2 just because I'd knocked it over the other day and I hit the valve, the needle valve, and it seemed to mess it reed up. So I've just put another one on which I had for me in the tank, which I'm going to show you in a minute. Here's the tank. I might even show you the engine room with this. But yeah, as you can see, plenty of rosy tetras in a bit of a school. They're going to get chased. Is he just having a rest? He likes to chase and show mum's boss and that. Oh, he's having an eat. Nailed his cure, you see. Between him and the Ancistrus, that's gone. But yeah, all in all, it's going reasonably well. A couple more Traliniax down there just dicking about. But yeah, quite a low maintenance tank if I'm honest. You know, loads of Anubias and Java fern, like taking care of it quite straightforward. Yeah, a couple of moss balls, some pygmy chainsawed. There's me other cory, look. Oh, I got a good shot, I can't see shit. Get out of the way. Look at him over there. Oh, he's just blazing on through. But yeah, so that's that tank. Give you another quick look, just noticed that pipe there, the intake. Look how mucky that is. That needs a good pipe cleaner pushing through it. Cleaned the rest of it the other day, it was grafted. But first month or two of having this tank running as is in that new filter, it's obviously pulled a lot of rubbish out, so it's doing its job. I've made it, bear with me a second, I have to get a torch for in here. I've made it reasonably easy, don't worry about my CO2 system. There's a bit of madness because I say I've just had to replace it on the quick. But there's the actual soda stream bottle, the solenoid and the thing. As you can see, there's a bit of a madness of a bubbler going on there, you know, bubble counter. It's just, the other one had one built in, attached to the top. But yeah, what I've done is I've added, do you see these double taps? That's what I've added. I've added a set of them there, and a set that you can't really see it, what go off that pipe what I'm following around this side. Down there, you can just see them behind that. That means for priming, because it is a nightmare to prime with all this rubbish, because I say it's going into a CO2 mixer, quite a big one, and then through a external heater, and it just means that priming it wasn't really an option. But now I can connect this pipe here, which you can see me torch in my hand, straight to that and go straight into the tank as it was intended, and it primes first go, and then you just plug the rest back in and it all just pumps through. So it's pretty good. If you can see me, that's how much CO2 I've lost my thing. Oh, I'm doing this real badly, I apologise. There's me CO2 bubbling in. Just at a nice steady pace. Found that I don't know if you get them everywhere, but CO2 in the form of a soda stream bottle, 60 litres of CO2, obviously in gas form, because that's a small bottle for a 60 litre bottle. If it was liquid litres, as most of them are done. But it lasts me a couple of months minimum, maybe 3, and they cost £8 to replace, so pretty straightforward. Right, engine room down. A quick wide shot of the engine room. A lot of action in there, nets and what do you like. Right, boosh. On to the next tank. Sorry about this amazing camera work. So, for those who've seen this tank before, actually let me put a light on it. Not mess about. There's not much change since last time I did anything with this. Mainly, well, say there's not much changed. So you can see all this is piped in now. And I'll get my torch just. You can see the engine room of this one. It's been changed slightly from last time, because last time that I showed anyone this, it had a EARM Eco Pro in. But because it's an 80 litre tank, I've got the Crystal Profi by JBL 900 E901, which is 900 litres an hour on the tin. So it ain't, but you know, it's still fine. I've got a little CO2 mixer down the bottom, and then into an inline heater, and back into the tank. So all this is missing is the CO2 thing, which as you can see that's the one with a dicky needle valve, so I'm going to have a look at that in a moment. And then there's the big power pack for the Max Spec Razor, which is that bad boy up there, which is a lovely light, all programmable and all the action. I've done a review on it. So this weekend there's a chance. I made a terrible, did you see all this pipe here? I don't know if you'll see this. It was a real dick move on my part. Can't get it. You see there's like a slice just underneath, just there. Oh, I missed it with the scissors when I went to cut. So I've clipped it and then cut. Not noticed at the time, and I've put a cut in the pipe, so I've had to buy some new pipe to repipe that after doing it all the other day. Livid! So that's the setup I'm going with. I'll show you at a different angle. So that's going to be my Iwagumi-esque tank. It's just going to have cherry shrimp, I think, and otto-cinclus catfish in. Maybe some Amanos. I like me Amanos. the next tank I'm going to, I've just put 5 of Nanos in. Not that I can find them. I looked for them for ages, never see them, and then just while I'm playing on my computer out, bam, I found like 3 of them. Because they're see-through and they're tiny in this tank than the other one. So yeah, that's basically going to get carpet planted all across. And hopefully look quite nice. So I've got all the lily pipes in action, a bit of a cheeky CO2 thing, checker, drop checker. This back bit you can see is frosted. But yeah, that's Max Spectre Razor belting little thing. So as you can see, both lights are 100, blue and sorry about my big fat hand. I don't know, you even have a fat hand. So that's just blue lighting. That's none. But yeah, that's what it does. If you do it on overnight for a moonlight, that's what you get. Obviously there's a lot more light in there than there would be, because that's big bright thing shining across the way. But yeah, just turn that off. That's away. So that's tank 2. There's going to be a bit of an hospital tank adventure as well. I've got a little fish in there. One of these. One of my CPDs, my crystal pearl danios, was a bit poorly. So there is technically 5 shrimp in here. And 4 crystal pearl danios, although I can only see 3 because, you know, I saw 4 earlier when I fed them. One of them was sneaking about. There's a dirty snail. Wow, look at him. Just a bit of a zebra nerite. There's 2 of them in there as well. Again, I can only ever normally find one, but different ones each time because they're slightly different colours. So yeah, there's loads of plants, and that, I mean, that mess of plant there could be anywhere in that. I was trying to find a shrimp here, but as I say, can never find them when you're looking, and then you just spot loads of, oh, there's the other snail. Look, you see, can't see him for looking. There's one down there, buzzing about the base of that. Sorry, I thought I saw a shrimp. No. And then there's the other one. So one there, and one there. Oh, come on, shrimps. Oh, no. They might be molting. Again, they're quite small, so there's plenty of food in there. Cause there's, I mean, I wouldn't say it's like all algaed up, but as you can see, there's bits. You know, bit of stringy algae. I'll get rid of it in my maintenance if they don't get it first. I was looking for them for ages on plants yesterday. They was all on the back wall. I was livid. Oh, I can't see them. The thing is, all this rock's holy. There's like some holes around it, and they can all fit in it at this moment in time because they're tiny. Sorry about my video there. You got the brunt of me looking for some shrimp. Oh, can I see one? No. Wow, they're sneaky. Oh well, you're not getting to see any shrimp. So again, that's for any who watch my other videos. Same light as I use on my Nano. Well, slightly smaller one. You can see there's plenty of flow in there. Again, I'm back on torch duty. Just better bowling my chair away, because again, for those who haven't watched a video, man, there used to be an EARM corner 60 in there. There is now an EARM Eco Pro 130 running it. Just down there. Good filters, very quiet. Way better than the internal what I had in there. But yeah, not a bad little tank. Again, if you watch my better tank video, which will be going up at the same time as this, you'll notice I'm a fan of the Dwarf Sagittaria. Especially in a little tank like this, because it's just big enough to go like higher than the rocks, make it look a little bit jungly around the bottom. But yeah, that's that one. Now we're off on a bit of a journey. So at the minute I've got an hospital tank randomly set up in my back bedroom, which is a bit of a pit. don't worry about that. I've just had all my garage done and done all my tanks, and because of that, stuff's everywhere. But yeah, in here, my little hospital tank. This is going in my garage shortly. Just seen the little fish, he was over there. Everyone's just adding. But yeah, there's a lot of, again, dwarf sadge. Here he comes, look. He's got a bit of velvet, I think. His scales are all puffed up. Maybe a bit of dropsy, sorry, something like that. I don't know. I've had one with it before, and I got rid of it with Interpet's anti-internal bacteria. But as you can see, bit of wood, you know, cheap tank, cheap Boyu tank. I've done a review on it in the past. It cost about 30 quid for the full thing. And again, I've got some dwarf sadge, which I like, and Java fern, which if you've seen my other tanks, which if you're watching this video you have, clearly got plenty of that in there. But yeah, there's just a little Paulie fish in there. Look. But he's bezzing about. Got medication in. Should deal with it. So I'm just going on the side. Move some jazz. But yeah, this tank until yesterday when I put him in hadn't been touched for probably a month. Filter was still alright though, because there's plenty of action in there, and plants was all still doing well because the dwarf sadge and that are not particularly hard to grow.